Hi guys, welcome to Tech Anorak. So I'm out in the wilds today on a field, and we're going to give my DJi Mini 2 a flight. It's maybe a little windy, but it's not raining, so let's give it a go. So I've brought a little bucket that you'd use on a beach because I thought it would be boggy, and I've not bought a landing strip, a helipad thing yet. So let's undo this. Straight away, I've made a mistake. Okay, so I took my I've took the cover off that protects the rotors. So and then you want to fold these two arms out first, and then the bottom ones last. Okay, and we'll set him down a minute on the bucket. That was a good idea, that bucket actually, Mikey. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the power bank. I maybe could have put the battery in before, but just to show you, so I had this last night at the hospital. If you watched my hospital video from my dog bite, there you go. So we've all got charge, so let's get one of these in there. You need a lot of kit for a drone, don't you? Okay guys, so I've already got my memory card in. Okay, and battery goes in, little click. Okay, we won't turn him on yet because I need to set up the controller. What are you doing? Oh, usually filming the plant pot. So today my lovely son Mikey is filming. He's my cameraman, so you'll have to give him a shout out. He's a good boy helping his dad. Okay, so let's get down to business. Okay, so USB-C coming out. USB-C. Got two phones on me as per usual. So this is a Nord 2, which isn't actually on the official list that you can use this, but I'm hoping it works okay, guys.
So you're using the other one as backup?
As backup, Mikey, that's right. Always have a backup. So DJi Fly app. So let's get into that. I keep struggling with this. I think if you've got a phone in a case, oh there we go. I think the newness of it was a little stiff. Right. There we go. Right, so we're all connected up now. See that, Mikey? You need to press once. That's it. You need to press once, then hold. That's how you do it. And the same with the drone, I believe. There we go. So he's flapping his little thingies. There's a gimbal going, like Johnny 5 is alive. Johnny 5 is alive. So I'm filming on a DJi Osmo Pocket, which has the same gimbal head. So I've gone a bit DJi crazy, guys. Okay, this is my first flight, so I could well crash it and burn. But we'll give it a go. Start pre-flight check. It says check gimbal and aircraft orientation. I've not got a microphone on today, so for this I'm going to use the auto takeoff, which is this button here on the screen. Oh, safety check.
Oh no, they can see it that well.
Takeoff permitted. We need to set our altitude, so we'll put the maximum altitude, so I believe it's 110 meters in the UK, so we'll set it to 91. Okay, pre-flight check normal. So here we go, guys. Moment of truth. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. Oh, you press and hold takeoff. Then the guys should start going. Whoa, there we go. Right, we're going to learn a bit, Mikey. Take him up a bit. We turn, this turns him. So I'm going to do what all idiot drone flyers do probably now and go, hello! Oh right, we won't do that because I've just filmed my son, we'll have to put something on him. Okay, so we're going to go up. Oh, that's forward. There's up. Okay guys, so this was my first flight, so please go gentle on me. But yeah, initially you want to get in a field like this, like I've done. You don't want any, obstacles in the way like telegraph poles overhead or houses. You just want a nice clear open field if you can. This is shared land, if you can see the paths there. So it's just where people walk the dogs, and it's not, you know, owned by a farmer. You'd have to ask permission for it. It's just, like I say, like a public area really. So I'm very, very impressed by this drone. It's amazing, the quality of the camera. When you first start to fly, it is quite disorientating because you've got your left thumbstick that controls altitude up and down, and also rotation left to right. So it will spin the drone if you press left, and spin it if you press right. The right thumbstick that controls going forward and backwards and banking left and right. And to combine the two initially, it's like I say, sort of like patting your head and rubbing your belly if you've ever done that as a kid. You know, it's hard to make your brain do both at the same time. So this tree here, it's just a barren old tree, but I thought it would be a good subject to focus on for the camera. So here you should see now, I'm trying to do like a cinematic move. Oh, this is zoom, sorry, so it does have 2x zoom. The image goes a little bit soft, but I think it's still really usable. If you look at the trees in the background and the field, you can still, you know, pick out the path with quite a lot of definition. It does make it a little soft, but not as bad. Here I'm trying to pan round, so this is really tricky. So I'm going right on the right thumbstick to make it bank right, and forward slightly, so right sort of diagonal. And then you have to counter that with the left thumbstick for rotation. So you're trying to make a circle, in other words, to circle around the tree cinematically, which is really tricky. So yeah, I'll have to do some tests on that. I couldn't work out, I'll do it on my next flight. I know you can do like pre-programmed moves where you can circle round things. I think you draw a box around something. So say that tree was a subject, you draw a box around it on your touch screen on your phone or tablet, and then the drone will automatically fly around, you know, do a circle. But yeah, that's one for next time. Here's some panning. So you have to be really gentle. If you see there, I've just jerked on the stick. So yeah, jerky motion here, and then I start to work out, oh, you need to just be progressive, like really push that stick gently, guys. There's a nice skyline shot. I didn't have any, I have got some ND filters, but I didn't want to overcomplicate it because it was my first flight. So the sky's a little blown out, but you can see a church in the background there and a big crane and some hills. This is quite nice, over some water. But when you're flying and you're looking down, you feel like you're like a bomber pilot or something. So I flew back and had another go at this cinematic shot on the tree. Like I say, I want to use this for filming footage for YouTube and maybe, you know, to make money with in the future. But yeah, like I say, it's a tricky movement to get. I'm sure, you know, any drone pilots, if you've got experience, I think this would be tricky initially, and any new guys, you know, it's quite difficult. If you've ever done like a flight simulator, like flying a helicopter on a PC or whatever, you know, it's that sort of concept where you're getting used to the buttons almost. So I think the other thing, another top tip that I haven't done, which I should have done, there's a simulator for DJi that you can use the drone controller with. So that's a good tip, you know, probably put a load of hours into the simulator, and then that's going to improve your control of the drone and your flying in general, and, you know, your footage really. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I think what happened here, I'm past the tree, and obviously when you fly a drone you have to have it in line of sight because you could get into trouble into a tree, or, you know, you could lose sight of it. Oh, here we go, this is better cinematic panning, guys. So yeah, you know, this isn't too bad after a few flights, so you want to be really smooth like that. You have different modes on the controller as well, so it's in cinematic now, I didn't actually move it to normal or sport on the day, but yes, I presume cinematic, that will reduce the reactions of the drone, you know, make it more smooth, but even so, you have to be really gentle with those sticks, like I say. But yeah, look at that 4K image, it's just amazing. Like I say, my first drone I've ever flown. I've not even flown like a toy one, but it's just so sharp, it's brilliant. It's very similar to my DJi Osmo Pocket, which I'm filming the Talking Head scene with. Here I think I'm playing with a gimbal, then you've got a gimbal wheel as well where you can go up and down, and yeah, there you go. It's being a bit jerky here again. That's me in the background flying with my son. Okay, so yeah, I think I've really got the drone bug now. My brother's got a Mavic Air 2, and he's been flying for a few years. He's very professional. He's done a lot of courses and things, but yeah, it's just, that's amazing. The cinematic nature of it. Just flying it in general is really fun, but you know, you can, out of something so cheap, you know, it's getting on for like things you'd see on the TV, the sort of quality. So yeah, really impressed. So you don't want to be doing really quick movements like that again, guys, if you're trying to film cinematically. But again, I'm just learning. But yeah, I love this little drone, it's amazing. Yeah. Okay guys, so I think that was very successful, as I say. So that was 4 flights, 2 for me, 2 for the son. That's even. He'll probably want another one, but we're not doing that, so we've got jobs to do. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, I am a novice, so this is just my, you know, first flight. I'm gonna get better, I'll keep documenting things, but I'm happy that I've not crashed it. I think I've got some alright footage. Another day I'll get a bit tricky and use ND filters and things, but I need to build more confidence up. Okay, so last thing guys, big shout out to Mikey today for being my cameraman and filming the drone. He's done really well, and he didn't crash it, I didn't crash it. Success, we've done great. Okay guys, so yeah, last thing, obviously when you put it away, you do it in reverse when you fold the drone up, so these need to go first, and we need to put these back like that, and we're all good to go, and put him back in his bag. We'll come up with a name for him. There's a Scottish gentleman called Robert. I really recommend his channel actually. Robert Windswept, or Windswept Robert he is, and he reminds me of Billy Connolly. He's a great YouTuber, so I'll reference him in my comments or in my description, because watch him, he's great. He's got a DJi Mini too as well. But yeah, thanks very much guys, take care.